Bedhead Grimith here, ready to present the next decision in the Curse of the Creeping Coffin. Or at least the path that you folks chose, followed by the next decision. That made more sense. I let the vote go this long, over 23 hours now, because of how close McFarling and going to the attic were. Before I went to sleep, it was up in the air. But whenever I came back and I checked out the votes, McFarling won by a considerable margin. All those votes there pushing for the ghost hunter. Or at least, finding out more about him. The book doesn't say that we're going to go contact him and, try to employ his help here in this current situation. It's if you want to find out more about McFarling. It's MacFarling, McFarling. But, of course, he's McFarling, or he's Bill Murray, who knows. So, let's go ahead and turn to page 16 now. I blame all of you for that. Ghost Snapper! A ghost hunter, that is exactly what you need. But how are you going to find this McFarling guy? You dash out of your room and run downstairs as fast as you can. You rush back into the kitchen. Grandma, you gasp, almost out of breath. Do you know someone named McFarling?
Oh, don't go talking to me about McFarling. McFarling. Mac?
She says,
That loon, he came around here last month, told me he thought my house would be haunted soon, said something about a curse, too. Can you imagine that? I don't want you going anywhere near that man.
Let's face it, Granny's not going to be much help here. Also, I think my voice was totally different than how I'd been portraying her. But at least I didn't sound like Deckard Cain, right? So you race into the hall where she keeps her telephone books. You flip through the yellow pages. On a hunch, you look up ghosts. Bingo! There he is, under Ghost Exterminations. Okay. My suspension of disbelief was working on everything up to this point, R.L. Stine. The telephone book has a section for ghost exterminators? Really? Do any of your phone books have sections for ghost exterminators? Like any of your county or state issued phone books? Or university if you live at a college? And I guess I misremembered the book. I thought we were just going to get more information about McFarling, but no, we are going to see this man. McFarling, Ghost Hunter. There may be hope after all. As long as you can get out of the house before Elvira finds out what you're doing. Shh. Tiptoe out the door on page 33. Let's go. Luckily, everything in your grandma's small town is within biking distance. 20 minutes later, you've biked over to McFarling's office, which happens to be located in his garage. You knock on the side door of the garage. Come in, a voice calls. You yank open the door. Wow, you think when you see him. McFarling has frizzy, kinky blonde hair, sticking out all over his head. He's wearing 6 earrings, a nose ring, a pair of heavy black framed glasses with blue lenses in them. He's about 20 years old. His name is Mac. Okay, I gotta come up with a voice with him. Alright, I got one. So that's why your grandma didn't like him. He's cool. What's up? McFarling asks. You look like you've just seen a ghost. He laughs. Sorry, man. Just a little ghost hunting humor. You explain about Elvira, and that she told you the ghosts are going to take over your grandmother's house. I've been expecting this, McFarling says, shaking his head. I tried to warn you, grandmother. They know too much. They went too far. All we are is dust in the wind, dude. Socrates! Trash can. Remember the trash can. movies. Can you help us, you plead? His eyes are hidden behind the blue lenses. You can't tell what he's thinking. Will McFarling help you? Find out on page 37. Suddenly, McFarling swings in the gear. He picks up a strange electronic box and heads for the door. "Come on," he says. "We've got to hurry. Let's go! Station!" Finally, someone who can help you. You feel better already. McFarling jumps into his car, an old VW Bug. You hop on your bike. As you ride to your grandmother's house, he drives along beside you. He rolls down the window and talks to you the whole time. "Have the gravestones been moving around?" he asks. "Yes," you exclaim. "So you're not crazy." Why are they doing that? "I'm not sure," he says. "I've only seen it once before. But I think they're moving into position to spell out some kind of message. Or curse." Graves can spell? That doesn't sound possible. But you're ready to believe anything now. "How can we stop them?" you ask Mac. "It won't be easy," he tells you. You were afraid of that. Turn to page 45. "First," McFarling explains, "you'll have to fight the keeper of the sword." Whoa! Excellent! "That's one of the ghosts. You need to get the special sword and use it to stop the MPG. What's the MPG, you ask? The most powerful ghost, McFarling says. It's a term for the spirit who has control over a graveyard. Once you have the sword, Mac continues, you must plunge it into the grave of the MPG. But you've got to hurry, because when all the graves have moved into position to spell out the message, it'll be too late. The curse will be complete. And after that, you will never be able to get the ghosts back into their graves." Your head is spinning from what Mac just told you, but you nod as if you understand. You've arrived at your grandmother's house. McFarling stops his car and hops out. You get off your bike and park it. McFarling faces your grandmother's house and switches on the funky electronic box he's carrying. Red dials light up. Then you hear a loud beeping sound. "Uh-oh," McFarling says. "Major trouble. Give me $1. If you give McFarling $1, turn to page 57. If you refuse to give him money, turn to page 74. Moment of truth. Do you give our resident ghost exterminator $1 to solve whatever problem he's having? Or do you consider him to be a fraud? Or maybe you don't have $1. You can't buy that for $1 because you don't have one, son of a bitch. Let's pretend, though, that you have $1. Would you give it to this man? You know you want to give me $1? I can save the future. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.